Hello everyone and welcome to Better Minecraft 1.20 edition. I said that I would make another review on this mod pack after a month or two when the mod pack previously came out. And so now I'm going to make a more updated, very much more refined mod pack review on 1.20 Better Minecraft for Forge. Without further ado, let's get right into it. To start off, let's go over the biomes. And Biomes of Plenty is the main biome mod, along with other mods to improve upon the vanilla biomes, which includes mods such as geophilic. And these biome mods really just enhance the overall experience of playing this mod pack. The slight shrubbery here and there, or the new included flowers here and there, really give you a nice feeling within the mod pack as you explore the world and travel across many different structures. And if you prefer a specific biome, you can use the Nature's Compass to find whatever biome you might be looking for. One last thing. There is also cave biomes, which Biomes of Plenty also offers within this world. There are a lot of structures to explore within the world. You're going to see many different structures that are mostly for scenery purposes, but also massive scale dungeons from when dungeons arise. Towns and Towers is in this mod pack, which adds in a bunch of new villager structures, new illager structures, and pillager structures. There are also a bunch of Young's mods in here, which is Young's Better Stronghold, Young's Better Fortress, Young's Better Mineshaft, and just Young's Better almost everything within Minecraft. So all of the pre-existing structures within Minecraft should be a lot more overhauled, such as you can see, the mineshafts are now overhauled, depending on the biome variant it is based off of. And of course, this would not be a structure review without going over probably the most impactful structure mod, and probably the most vanilla structure-friendly mod in this mod pack, which is repurposed structures. As you see right now, this is actually a repurposed bastion within the overworld. And not only is this a repurposed bastion underground, but it's also enhanced by the Biomes of Plenty biome, which adds in little spiders here and there from the little eggs that you see. So the way that the biome and the way that the structure really comes together to form this bastion, it really makes this mod pack really special with how well the mods really mold together to give you a better Minecraft experience, just like the mod pack says. Lastly, here are one of the When Dungeons Arise structures, and this is probably the biggest dungeon mod within the mod pack because of just the sheer size of the dungeons. Now, I wouldn't go as far as to say that there is a lot of mobs within this mod pack, but I feel like it's still important to go over the mobs, especially considering that Alex Mob's mod, probably the most impactful Mob's mod for this mod pack, is just an amazing mod as it adds in not only vanilla-friendly creatures, but it gives a new outlook as it adds in both real-world animals into the game, along with more mythical animals. And a lot of the Alex Mobs mod have very unique animations, very unique designs, and have a serious purpose within the game. In fact, a lot of the mobs even drop a specific item that helps you in some way or another within the game, including a boss mob that can be found by getting a certain array of materials and throwing its little child off the cliff in the end. And of course, there are also more villager variants along with guard villagers that protect the village and also might come into conflict with you if you decide to do anything suspect within the village. Of course, if there are more villagers within the mod pack, there are also more illagers within the mod pack. So be very careful within the world as the many different illager variants are a lot more challenging than you might think. There are several dimensions with this mod pack. First one being Twilight Forest, which a lot of people really dislike the idea of Twilight Forest even being in this mod pack again, because there's not a lot of new things within the mod itself. However, there is an add-on that adds new food from the Twilight Forest dimension. So at least there's this, but if you don't know what Twilight is, it adds in a series of bosses, new mobs, a questing ram, and it comes with a variety of different biomes, along with an empty castle for the final boss. So it is an incomplete mod, but it does have its own charms. There is also the Blue Skies dimensions, which include the Everbright and Everdawn. Everbright having a more brighter feel to the land, The best way to get started is to find the gatekeeper's house and wake him up, even though it's probably nighttime and he's probably asleep. And you trade with him for the Zeal lighter and the blue journal. Then you go to his garage and find whatever portal is there. It's either going to be the Everbright or the Everdawn, and light that up. And in the Everbright, we have a very bright scenery, as you can see, and it has majority of the animals being very fluffy, woolly animals, or very cold, endearing environment animals, I guess, and with majority of animals just being soft and fluffy. It comes with 2 different bosses, and more on those in a little bit. But now entering the Everdawn portal, and it has more reptilian-like animals, along with a more hotter environment for animals. It shares the same commodities with the other dimension, in which it has 2 bosses, and more on those, of course, like I said, in a little bit. The last dimension within this mod pack is the other side, in which you have to get a Heart of the Deep and put it inside of this little portal here. From there, you go inside of this portal, and you will find some lovely little friends, aka probably the most hostile of the new dimensions, which is a Nether-like dimension with a lot of hostile baddies. Now, much of this dimension I don't think is fully implemented yet, though it does have a lot of stuff within it, such as the various different mobs, hostile environments, and it is recommended that you come in very much prepared because there are a lot of challenges within this dimension. The Nether is very much more revamped from all the mods mentioned previously, such as the Biomes of Plenty, along with Alex Mobs mod, and repurposed structures, along with additional structures here and there. And yeah, there's just a lot of new stuff within the Nether from these various different mods. And Stalwart Dungeon even goes a step further and adds its own set variant of dungeons for the Nether, along with new mobs and possibly new loot. So, make sure to explore the Nether thoroughly and be very wary of the new environments that you might find yourself in. Now, before we go over the end, I would like to point out that, of course, the Young's Better Strongholds is also in this, which of course includes a revamped structure for the Stronghold. And there's a lot more rooms, a lot more chests, and a lot more design and interior decor within the Stronghold. So here we are in the end, and for the most part the dragon fight is remotely the exact same. Nothing too much has changed there. However, in the outer end there is a lot more to see, such as a new biomes, new structures, just a lot of stuff. There's just so much stuff within the outer end now. And yeah, you can see some of the stuff right now. It is very much more lively in the outer end, though it doesn't have the luscious biomes that Better End has. And a lot of the stuff here are just really cool to see within the outer end, along with maybe a new boss here and there. Now, while we are in the end, let's take a look at the new quest. And as you can see, this actually came in the recent updates for Better Minecraft by the time this video is uploaded. So as you can see, there are new quests added. So you can get your first few rewards, which is 3 pieces of bread, and you get a bunch of just starter gear, basically. And there's a bunch of different things, such as oddities, decoration, craft a fancy bed, fancy couch, chair, curiosities, bunch of different things that you can craft, such as the nature's compass, waystone, storage request table, craft a safe. These are all just showing you the new and various different ways of like mods and such that are in this mod pack for the majority of the items and stuff, basically. Like, it's just a really helpful way of like learning some of the mods that are in here and knowing what mods are in the mod pack to begin with. And of course, there are dimension related quests, such as obtaining a blue journal from the gatekeeper, villager raid, craft an aquarium, craft a backpack, defeat the conjurer, craft an enchanted basin, craft a alchemist table, defeat the illusioner, craft a crab trap, go to the Nether, kill the Nether keeper, defeat the awful ghast, kill ignited revenant, defeat the netherite monstrosity, defeat the wither, defeat the ignis, go over to the Everbright, defeat the Starlit Crusher, collect 4 dungeon keys, defeat the Summoner, collect 4 dungeon keys. You get the idea. It's just the same thing basically for each one. Ever Dawn, it's the Alchemist and the Arachnarch. Twilight Forest is a bunch of different for the Twilight Forest, it's a bunch of different boss mobs such as the Naga, Twilight Lich, the Night Phantoms, the Urgas, Hydra, Meave Strong Enough, defeat the Alpha Yeti, Snow Queen, and make your way to the final castle. The end, you have the Ender Golem, Ender Guardian, Ender Dragon, the Shelterer, the Void Worm. The other side, you just have the basic other side stuff, such as kill a bunch of the mobs within it. And that is essentially it for the quest. It's very basic, but at least it helps teach you what mods are in here and what makes this mod pack very unique. So yeah, that's basically the whole purpose of this entire thing. And you also get rewards for doing all these things. So of course, it's just important to do the quest. And of course, the most important part of all of this is the bosses. And you throw a mysterious worm in the void worm comes out. There's a lot more bosses, such as the void worm, along with a variety of different bosses from the different dimensions, of course. And I've went over a majority of them within the quest, but essentially there's a lot of bosses within this mod pack, and most of the more fun bosses are from a mod known as Cataclysm. An example of one of the Cataclysm boss mobs is the Leviathan, which can be found within the ocean. I just summoned one just to show you what it looks like. Of course, it won't spawn in the river, but it is just a very fun boss mob to find within the ocean environment. And there are more of these guys within the Nether and the End environments. And of course, they are really tough, so make sure to be very well equipped to fight these boss mobs. And that is basically it for this entire mod pack. The only important mod that I forgot to mention was the dragon mount, which essentially you basically hatch the dragon egg from the Ender Dragon and you get yourself a dragon mount. So for example, this is a dragon mount dragon, and there are many different variants of the dragon mount dragon. So if I summon some more here, as you can see, there are a whole variety of different dragon mounts, and they're very, very cool. I believe each individual dragon mount is summoned within their own unique specific way, and you can breed them to form different ones. Unfortunately, I'm not really getting the green one, but you get the idea. There's the original one right there. There we go, got the green one. So each one is summoned within their own various different way, and yeah, you just use the dragon egg to summon yourself a new dragon friend. But aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, that's essentially it for the Better Minecraft mod pack. So without further ado, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, like the video, hit the bell, do all that stuff, because it would really be much appreciated. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and goodbye.